Alright, yeah, welcome back to some more Magic Arena, and today we're going to be going into not standard once again with the Festival Standard Artisan event. So basically, Artisan is a new format to Magic Arena. It's essentially Pauper, however you get access to uncommon cards, and in this particular format, Persistent Petitioners are banned, as are Cauldron Familiar, Cavalcade of Calamity, and Gates Ablaze. And Gates Ablaze is an interesting one, because this one's one that actually pretty consistently gets banned in a lot of these events. I think mostly because it's the only good board wipe, which means that Gates is kind of one of the go-tos if it isn't banned. However, when it's gone, nobody seems to play Gates, which I think is odd, because I still think Gates are actually reasonably playable, and today we're going to show you how to play Gates anyway. So we're going to be playing in our... I've been building a lot of decks, I don't know if you could tell. We're going to be playing this little Gates list, and the way that we actually survive, instead of using Gates Ablaze to wipe the opponent's board and go for a little longer of a game, we're actually going to be leveraging Archway Angel, which gives you 2 life for each gate you control. Essentially, everything except for 1 forest is a gate as well, so basically we gain 2 life for each land we control. That's how that one works. We're going to be gaining a super large amount of life and then using big bodies to close out the game. So we've got Gate Colossus, can't be blocked by creatures with power 2 or less, and whenever a gate enters the battlefield under your control, you can put this from your graveyard on top of your library, and Gatebreaker Ram as well, 3 mana 2/2, which gets +1/+1 for each gate you control, and as long as you've got 2 or more gates, also has Vigilance and Trample, so we can really push through our opponent's stuff. So those are kind of our win-con kind of cards. We've got Regenesis as a one-of to actually pull some of those back, so we can get like double Archway Angel and gain a stupid amount of life. A couple of copies of Root Snare as well, so if our opponent wants to all attack us, we can Root Snare and then swing for lethal on the back foot. Growth Spiral is one way to get rid of the downside of having gates, in a roundabout fashion anyway. Allows you to put extra lands onto the battlefield. We've got Guild Summit, which draws us cards when we play gates. Circuitous Route, a 4 mana tutor for 2 basic lands or gates, and then you get to put them onto the battlefield tapped and shuffle your library, so we can run... Basically, we can ramp from 4 straight to 6, which is pretty sweet. Should note that the Gate Colossus gets cost reduction for each gate we control as well, so each gate is essentially 2 points of mana towards the Gate Colossus, so we can get this out pretty early. And as far as our removal's concerned, we got Lava Coil, 4 damage to a creature, should be able to hit most things. Flame Sweep, 2 damage to each creature in case our opponent goes wide. We've even got a Glaive of the Guild Pact in here as a one-of. Just to give Vigilance and Menace to one of our big creatures, so we can give like Archway Angel a decent body, or Gate Colossus Menace, so that they have to block with 2 3-powered creatures at least to stop us from dealing damage. So we're going to be trying to pump out a ton of damage. The deck speaks for itself, which is why I've kind of rushed through it. I'm sure most of you know how Gates works. I also mentioned there's a fling in here, because it's funny. And I imagine flinging a Gatebreaker Ram to be the most amusing thing that ever happens in this Artisan event. So we're going to try for that. As I mentioned, the mana base kind of speaks for itself. Azorius Guild Gates is at Guild Gates. We're not going to be splashing black in this one, because we just don't need to, as far as I'm concerned. We got 1 forest. Not that we really need it, but it's a nice untapped land, can come in handy from time to time. And 2 copies of Gateway Plaza, which actually counts as 1 mana of any colour. However, you have to pay 1. Otherwise you have to sacrifice it, but it's a nice bit of colour fixing anyway for the deck. So without further ado, let's get into the Artisan event. Should show you guys the reason why you should play Artisan. So Artisan is a 2,500 gold entry, or 500 gems. And for each win, you actually get one of these wonderful pieces of artwork along the way. I believe these are actually... Yep, these are in order of winning. You don't get kicked out for losing as well, so this is basically an investment. And not only is it an investment to get these wonderful little card styles, or cosmetics, but it's also a format where Oko is not legal. So this is where I'm going to be spending most of my time, not playing Standard. So yeah, until Oko's gone, or Standard just gets fun, I'm going to be playing some Artisan. You're probably going to see this one as much as you saw Brawl last week, so I hope you guys enjoy this kind of stuff. I'm going to keep the variety going at least, and, you know, there might be still some Brawl later on this week as well, so keep your eyes peeled for that. But yes, as I mentioned, without further ado, let's get into some gameplay and showcase the deck. Alrighty then, we're in, and we've got some decent removal, so I'm going to keep this one. I'm a little bummed out that I can't play Growth Spiral, but if I find any blue gate, then I'm all good. So we're going to play this one, and let's lead off with the Gruul Guild Gate. Green's a nice colour, we also need the red for the Lava Coil, but we're not going to be using these anytime soon. So I imagine probably one of our only bad matchups is going to be, I don't know, maybe Mill, maybe aggro, I don't know. We've got decent removal, and obviously once we get to our Archway Angels, we just win the game, but I don't know. This is my first time playing the event, so we'll have to see. I'm going to go with the Azorius Guild Gate, because we needed that blue mana for the Growth Spiral, so we can do like Boros Guild Gate, Growth Spiral, play Selesnya Guild Gate, which is quite nice, leads us right into the circuitous route. As you can also see, our Gate Colossus is getting progressively cheaper. How many elementals are in uncommons and commons? Interesting. I'm going to Lava Coil that, I think, though. Slow my opponent down. I don't believe I'm in any particular rush. But I'm not sure what they could be ramping into. There's a Risen Reef. Okay. So, it'd be nice to get our Forest, but I'm not going to hold my breath on that one. Probably just going to fire off another coil on this Risen Reef. Ooh, Gatebreaker Ram. You know what? I'm playing that. See if our opponent can deal with a 6/6 Vigilance Trample. Unsummons legal. That might be one of their only ways of dealing with it, though. And Gate Colossus is also 4 mana as well, which is pretty good. Cloudkin Seer. Draws a card, and then looks at the top with the Risen Reef. Alrighty then. Ooh, Guild Summit. Yep, we're going to play that. So, auto pay. They're all gates. The only reason you want to manually tap is if you had some basics or anything like that. Archway Angel, good stuff. And we'll get in for 6. So now, Circuitous Route is now a ramp to draw to, which is pretty sweet. And we can get Gate Colossus to be free sooner rather than later, I'd imagine. So I'm in no rush to do that. But yeah, an 8/8 coming through soon enough will be bigger than that Beanstalk Giant. Of that I have no doubt. Forgot about Beanstalk Giant though. Forgot that was a thing. Okay. Some thick boys on the other side. Oh, we got a Gateway Plaza. That's a tilt. Yeah, I think we just go for the circuitous route and then just start swinging. I think I want all the damage possible. I don't think it really matters. We'll get some more blue. I'll leave that forest in because it's an untapped land. I'll get a Simic Guildgate as well. Draw 2 cards and start digging for our good cards. Another Izzet Guildgate. Draw another card. Circuitous Route. Good stuff. And swing for 9. Opponent's at 6. If I find my fling, they just lose. So I might just dig towards that. So draw 2 on the Circuitous Route. Gateway Plaza leaves me with 2 mana and another draw. We've got Archway Angel just to gain 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 life whenever we feel like it. So yeah, I think we're in a pretty dominant position. Also, our Gate Colossus will be free next turn as well, so it's a free 8/8. Got Lava Coils for any of the creatures if that math doesn't line up the way I like it. Leafkin Druids, okay. It's interesting how many elementals are actually uncommons. Alright, our opponent's tapped out, so if we find our win con, we literally win. Yeah, I'm not sure how many of them are good payoff cards, though. You've kind of got this Overgrowth Elemental, I suppose, which it kind of does some work, I suppose. Alright, so let's Circuitous Route. Really want to try for that fling, so let's just get Izzet Guildgate, Azorius Guildgate. It's an 11/11, soon to be a 12/12. Got a Forest. Okay, well, Gateway Plaza, draw a card. It's just another Guild Summit, alright. No win con for us, we got 12 points. 12, 10, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. So, yeah, if we just Lava Coil the old Leafkin Druid, And get swinging. That should seal up the game. Boosh. Alrighty then. I really want to fling, don't get me wrong. I could have done all of that a lot sooner, but flinging's just so much cooler. Alright, well, it's pretty... I don't know if that was dominant. I don't know. We took 7 damage. Dominant, I assume, would be flawlessly defeating our opponent, though Archway Angels were pretty much guaranteed to destroy our opponent in terms of our life total anyway. And then we find all of our Gate Colossuses, and it's just one big joke. Let's go for another game. Alrighty then. This is an odd hand, honestly. We need a land for Gatebreaker Ram, but it's likely to be a tap land, so this is a turn 4 play. This hand's just too expensive, I think, and not enough lands, so I'm going to take my mull on that one. And this one looks a little bit better. Let's put a Gate Colossus to the bottom. Work our way towards circuitous route. So we can do like Gruul Guildgate turn 1, Gateway Plaza turn 2. Flaxen Intruder is a thing. Still a slow hand for us, for sure. I think once we get started, though, we'll be all good. Growth Spiral, very nice. Alright, so auto pay for that. Next turn, Azorius Guildgate, hope to top deck a land for Growth Spiral. That might be our play. So, playing against an Adventures list, Green-White Adventures. Gotcha. Imagine there's a lot of this deck that actually persists throughout just normal constructed as well. Come on, land. Dang it. Alright, well. Drew through the deck anyway. And this is a 5/5 for 3 mana. Fortunately for the Flaxen Intruders, that does stop us from playing our Guild Summits, at least until they're dead anyway. Which is something that we can work on doing soon enough. There's a lot of tappers in green-white as well. A 2/3 flyer that taps creatures. I don't imagine they're going to do it here though. But they might do it on combat. I think it's 1 white and then 1 of anything to do it. So I dare say that the moment I go to combat, that's exactly what's going to happen. So let's find out, shall we? Ooh, we got combat in. I was not expecting that, which is why I didn't go for the circuitous route first. I was going to make probably... I don't know if I was going to make him a different play, but... Ooh, you going for some pumpage? I'll go for a flame sweep. Okay. Boop. 2 damage to each creature. You need another one. This gets them to use all of their damage-based pump spells on this combat, which really doesn't matter too much to us. Is that saving the same one? It was. Alright, well. Not too bad. 3/2 we don't care about. Flower gets plains. Yup. Ooh, and a Gateway Plaza works really well with Gatebreaker Ram, since we can just tap down the last remaining mana here. So we'll use that as our efficient time. They've got almost enough mana to play the Beanstalk Giant as a 7/7. Alrighty then. You sure? Yeah, you might want to bring that one back. Okay. So, yeah, let's just do a circuitous route, thin the deck, pump up our Gatebreaker Ram. This might be where they tap. Yep, there's the Ardenvale Tactician. That's the card I was thinking of earlier, but my mind was not allowing me to remember it. Let's go for Simic Guildgate, and it really doesn't matter since we got the 2 Gateway Plazas, but We seem to be lacking a few colours. It really doesn't matter, to be honest. Just grab whatever we want. All of our mana's fixed, so... let's just go Azorius Guildgate, Gate Colossus. And we've got a pretty good board state. Opponent can draw cards off of their adventure cards here, so if they want to do that, then sure. Go for it. But a Root Snare to stop them from all attacking us is quite nice. I guess they've got another Tactician. That's what it looks like to me. So let's just play a Boris Guildgate. Go to combat. Have both of our creatures tapped. Yep. And I'm going to Lava Coil the Innkeeper so they don't draw a card. I don't really care for any of the other creatures being around, since our own creatures are much bigger than theirs anyway. Aside from the Beanstalk Giant, of course. Which I don't want them drawing a card off of. But yeah. There was an argument as well for keeping that land for when we got our Guild Summit, so that we could draw a card off of it. But the fact of the matter is that when you draw a Guild Summit, you can tap down all of your lands anyway, so we could draw as many cards as realistically we wanted. It was just going to be a 3-mana draw your entire deck if you really choose to do so at that point, so I felt playing it just for the extra power in case they didn't have another Tactician. It's probably the best line to take, especially knowing that I could just Root Snare if they come back at me, but yeah. Pretty good. 2-0. Let's do this. What have we unlocked so far? We got the Merchant of the Veil, a Forever Young, and a Beanstalk Giant. How fitting. I do love these arts. They are pretty good. Luckily for me, most of the store has all of the bad arts. And I say bad arts, just the cards that I'll never play, and therefore I don't really need to pay for their styles. But yeah, a lot of fun. Let's go for one more game. Alrighty then, this hand does not look very good at all. It's pretty much uncastable, so we're going to mull it. And this looks much better, honestly. It's not ideal, of course, but we've got all of our land drops. We've got a turn 3 Growth Spiral at this rate. I should probably put a few more basics in the deck, if I'm being honest. But yeah, this is pretty much my first time playing this deck. I just assumed that it was going to be automatically good, which I think is not false from what we've seen so far. So, Simic Guildgate off the top. Which ain't too bad. Another Growth Spiral. Opponent playing maybe a Mentor deck, so I expect Ravnica Tribal. Why did I play that land? That could kill me. that decision could really kill me. I was just kind of like, yeah, it doesn't really matter which one I play. Alright, so this is going to be my green to my Simic Guildgate's blue. Silly me. Silly me. We are a turn behind, down to my own stupidity. But if we can get to 6 mana, then we're good. We're going to be all good. Which, this hand's kind of there, to be honest. Sentinel's Mark gives lifelink for the turn. And vigilance in general. Taking 6. Yeah, that turn might cost me. That really might cost me. Imagine there's a fair bit of burn in that hand of theirs. Alright, so let's go Growth Spiral. Gate Colossus. Okay. Let's get an Izzet Guildgate down. And Gruul Guildgate down. And we can play Gate Colossus and Growth Spiral next turn if we live long enough. I don't think we're going to. I think we're going to die. Which, yeah, just not paying attention. It's going to cost me this game. So, take 6. And then Burn Spell, Burn Spell, Burn Spell. Maybe not. Alright. So, I guess it's maybe just Circuitous Route, thin the deck. So it puts the most gates out for Archway Angel should we survive. We're going to 1 minimum. So my confidence in winning here, they need to not have a haste creature, not have a pump spell, and not have a burn spell. And I think those two things are very unlikely to be the outcome we expect. So I'm going to take a Gateway Plaza because I can obviously make it happen with our Gruul Guildgate. So I'm playing Azorius Guildgate, and then this is free, and we've got ourselves a blocker for the Stalwart. But they've already proven they've got pump spells, so I think I'm getting slow rolled here. If we don't die, we win. It's as simple as that. Yeah, we die. That's such a tilt. I think this is enough to actually kill us, even if I didn't misplay my land. 5 points. I don't think I could make 5 points up with one less turn. I'm not sure though. Maybe I could have got the Archway Angel out by now, but that's a tilt. Alright, well, go for one more game, because I was stupid, wasn't paying attention, didn't think that any land there could really screw me over, so I just threw one out. Live and learn. Next game. Alrighty then, this hand looks pretty nutty to me, so we're going to keep this one. We got ourselves a Growth Spiral. The more I play this deck, the more I think that we actually should have some more basics in. So right at the end of this video, I'm probably going to do a quick little re-deck tech, as it were, and cut some gates for you guys to show you what kind of deck that you should have in the end. I definitely think that I'm a bit greedy with my gate plan here. Initially, what I was planning on doing was just having so many gates that Fling became really, really good. But since it's only really a one-of in the end, probably not for the best. Alright, so the best top deck for us, I think, is just Forest. So we can play Guild Summit on 3. But we got Growth Spiral. Gateway Plaza. Alright. So let's get these gates down. We'll do Guild Summit to start drawing cards, Circuitous Route. I think we can play a little bit slowly. I imagine if I play Gatebreaker Ram, it doesn't live very long, so... What are we playing? Green-Black Adventures. Alright. You got your Foulmire Knight. Is that his name? 1/1 Death Toucher. He's a dude. Yeah, let's play Guild Summit. And we're going to submit 0 here, because I'm actually going to use the Gateway Plaza instead, so that we're actually making our land drop. We still get to draw a card, but we don't get to use said card. I think this is just a little bit better. Yeah, this feels like a pretty good matchup for us. Oh, Abzan Adventures. Makes more sense, since I don't imagine there's enough cards in green-black. Green-white's definitely got a budget variation for sure. Alright, they're going to draw some cards, showing us how it's done. Foulmire Knight. Alright. Interesting. We're going to need some lava coils to push through that thing if we don't want to lose our Gatebreaker Ram. But we do have Gate Colossuses as 8/8s, which pretty much run through it, as well as Archway Angel. If you can find our Glaive of the Guild Pact as well, it makes it a little bit more difficult for them to push through. It's a little bit risky to go for the Growth Spiral, so I'm just going to go for the Circuitous Route here and pull some lands. Let's get a Simic Guildgate, Boros Guildgate. Again, don't think it matters at this stage, we've got all of our colours anyway. There's another draw. And yeah, let's draw another card. There's a Lava Coil. Alright. So we can get some big stuff out. See how we do. 42 cards left to their 46, so we haven't gone too far ahead of them. But we got some redraw value here. We kind of got to be careful about decking ourselves, but at the same time, like, we do need to get through the deck to find all of our Gate Colossus, find our Fling, so we can just, instead of going through their Foulmire Knight, just 20/20 them. Something like that would be kind of amusing. In addition to adding more basics, you actually could go with Beanstalk Giant as well. I could see that being a viable option. That way you can pull lands with it, and you can also get that the big dude similar to Gatebreaker Ram. Maybe go in a bit more hardcore with the Fling. I might just revisit this deck in another video, actually. Try a different variation on it. Smitten Swordmaster. Alright, well, we did draw a Regenesis, which allows us to pull permanents out of our graveyard. So if Gatebreaker Ram dies or something like that, then we can certainly return him. So I'll go Growth Spiral first. See what we draw. Double Gatebreaker Ram. Yeah, that works for me. Gatebreaker, Gatebreaker. Doesn't really matter if they've got Death Touch if they're dead. So, yeah, let's see what they can do. I imagine they've got removal. But Murderous Rider, obviously, not legal in Artisan. Since it's a rare. So I'm going to need, like, Mortifies, Murders. Other interaction-like said things. Maybe even Fight Spells? You gonna bother with Fight Spells? Alright, double draw on the Foulmire. It's 2 points less that I need to kill our opponent with. Facing down 20 points already is not a good thing for our opponent here. I guess they've got the Ardenvale Tacticians to tap me down for a few turns, but I've got Root Snares to effectively tap them down for a few turns as well. Alright. Foulmire Knight in. And yeah, they got the mana up for the Ardenvale Tactician tap here. That's some good stuff right there. Alright, so we're going to go to combat. I imagine I get tapped. It is a tap 2, so yeah. Everything's going down. And we can play the Archway Angel. Yep, sure. Play the Archway Angel, gain a million life, hold open, Root Snare, or Growth Spiral. So, yeah. That should be too much life for them to come back from. We're at 31. Pass the turn. We got another one as well, another 2 life for each land we control effectively. And I'd just love a way to actually push through extra damage so that this Fling is lethal. That would be nice. As far as permanents in our graveyard are concerned, they don't exist. It's mainly here to pull back our big creatures. If we're up against a heavy removal deck, then at least we've got like 2 effective big boys, you know. Alright, Tactician. These are all Knights as well, so this is kind of an Abzan, mostly an Abzan Knights kind of strategy as well. It's cute. But the Swordmaster's Curry Favor's never going to kill us after our Archway Angels do their thing. Order of Midnight. Still the white mana up in here for the Tactician tap. But they are building up quite the aggressive force, if I do say so myself. Hit me for 2. Help yourself. No blocks. Alright, let's see if we can draw into some answers. Growth Spiral. A Flame Sweep right here looks pretty nasty. Another Guild Summit. And another Guild Summit. So, what are we drawing live into? I guess we're looking for Glaive of the Guild Pact. That allows us to turn the Archway Angel into a threat as well. It's not a lethal threat, but it's certainly one that needs dealing with. So, yeah, let's just auto-pay. I think maybe I'll leave open 2 mana, so let's draw 3 cards here. I don't really need to draw too many since... Oh my. Gate Colossus. Gate Colossus. And... yeah, let's just Azorius Guildgate, turn these into 11/11s, draw 2 cards, 2 more draw 2 effects, so they Tactician, they're going to run out eventually. But the Tacticians do actually tap down 4 creatures here, so it is a thing. Only got 4 in your deck though. He will run out before I do. So this is what is called delaying the inevitable. Tap, tap, taparoo. Alright. I really don't need to lava coil anything, but I discard to hand size if I don't. But I don't really care. I think I'm just going to discard to hand size. I guess I'm not really even going to get, like... Yeah, let's get rid of it. Whatever. I'm not going to get 29'd either, so I don't really need to hold open my root snare. I just don't need to kill anything either. So I would have maybe considered actually holding the lava coil until next combat step, but, you know, it is what it is. Like, these Gate Colossus are unblockable by our opponent's current board state. And effectively unblockable with the Gatebreaker Rams as well. So, yeah, just wasting their time drawing outs that they don't have, I guess. But, yeah, that'll do, pig. That'll do. Alright, well, we ended up going 3-1, something like that, and got an Order of Midnight. These are well-timed card styles, I'll give them that. But yeah, we ended up going like 3-1, I think, something like that. It was interesting. I definitely want to retry this deck a little bit. I think adding a few more basics. Nice, Bunkrush Giants, good pull. Let's go into the Mastery and just click on things. Let's click on that thing. Realmclaw Giant, woo! We did it. Oh, we got another one. I'll just put it there. I don't know what I'm going for. I'll get them all eventually. To do another one of those Mastery Pass catch-up events. I'll probably get my final stuff anyway, but I play most of the day regardless, so it just doesn't really matter. But yeah, this deck, I think it needs a little bit of work. I'm going to come back to this one at a later date, mostly because I don't want to play Standard, so I'll be in Artisan all week, most likely. So where are you? I think the idea behind this deck is probably to cut down on the gates a little bit. Let's go for some like 3s. Keep the Simic Guild gates though, because Growth Spiral is quite important. So we've left ourselves up a couple more slots for basics. So if I just go suggest lands, it will make the mistake. And actually, is that much of a mistake? It's kind of okay. I think maybe like one island, and honestly, that might be just fine. We kind of just want Growth Spiral and Gatebreaker Ram Guild Summit, so maybe it's actually a 2-2, something like that. That probably looks a little bit better for the mana base, to be honest. But yeah, this was mostly untested as I went into it. Still got 20 gates, so that's a +20, +20 on the Gatebreaker Ram, so you can't really argue with the results there. It's not really going to stop us from gaining a metric ton of life with Archway Angel as well. And Gate Colossus is still going to be free eventually anyway, so this tends to be super cheap regardless, but it is what it is. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this one. I hope you enjoy Artisan. I'm going to be back with a little bit more of this in the future, mostly because Oko is banned here, and I want to keep it that way. He's banned on this channel, so I'm going to play any format where he's not legal. Yeah, we'll be back to try out a new deck. As you maybe noticed, I've got a fair few lined up here. We've got Super Friends, we've got a Flicker deck, we've got a High Alert deck as well, which is very nicely budget as well. Improbable Alliance, and also a Death Touch, Bad Touch deck. So yeah, look forward to those videos in the future. If you want to get notifications when they go live, make sure to hit that bell icon right next to the subscription button, which you should totally press, because it's a good time all around. But other than that guys, hit the like button, let me know what you think of the deck down below, and yeah, I'll see you all next time for some more Magic Arena. Take care.